What's up, ageless bells and bows? It's Dr. Mia and Mibella Wellness Center, where we offer gynecology as well as total wellness solutions for both men and women. Our goal is to help you live well, age well, and experience everlasting intimacy. So today we're going to talk a little bit about weight management during perimenopause and menopause. So as we're maturing and aging, what is different about weight loss? Why is it so much more difficult for women over 40 to lose weight compared to women under 30? So one of the biggest reasons is that testosterone, that hormone, comes back into conversation because, like I talked about before a day or two ago, that perimenopause is caused by low testosterone. Well, when your testosterone is low, you also get to the point where you start losing muscle, and losing muscle mass makes it easier to gain weight because that slows your metabolism. So once your testosterone starts to decline naturally with age, you start to notice that you lose muscle. It's harder to build muscle, and that makes it more difficult to lose the weight and actually keep the weight off. So what are some things that we should be doing? Well, one, we should definitely be focusing on protein. So that's why it's always, when my patients say that they're vegetarian, I think that's fine if you feel like that's the best diet for you, especially if you have a certain blood type. However, we still want to make sure that we're figuring out how to get our protein in, and you can get your protein in through vegan sources, including vegan protein powders. But you still have to make sure that if you're going to be vegan or vegetarian or pescatarian, that you're getting plenty of protein in. And I usually recommend anywhere between 60 and 80 grams of protein for the average woman. And that is going, and man, and that, and all of these things apply to men too. So men start to lose muscle. Men start to notice that it's easier to gain weight. That's usually when their testosterone is going down. Men and women over 40 start to notice that weight gain is specifically in the belly. Some people more so than others, especially if you have a history or family history of diabetes, you definitely gain more in the belly just in general. But people who never gain in the belly, who have a totally different build, will start to gain in the belly as they are going through perimenopause or periandropause and losing testosterone. So that's why weight management becomes a little bit more difficult, because it's harder to lose the weight when your metabolism is down. So making sure you're eating plenty of protein is key. Making sure you're having breakfast within the first hour of waking up is going to be key. And then those frequent small meals, but you're not hungry if you're eating the right foods. So again, making sure you're getting plenty of protein, making sure you're getting plenty of fiber. It takes longer to metabolize protein, so you're not hungry as fast. It takes longer to metabolize fiber. You're not hungry as fast. You still need healthy fat. So like your omega-3s, your olive oil, your unsaturated fats, those are going to be healthy and keep you satisfied as well. You also want to make sure you're not eating as much sugar. Sugar is like the devil now, especially simple sugars like Cokes and all those different sodas and juices and processed foods that have a lot of sugar. That actually affects your insulin levels. And when your insulin goes up, it's harder to lose weight. And so it makes it much harder, especially as you age and mature, to lose weight with a diet full of carbohydrates, because you're going to be hungry all the time. Because when you eat sugar, if your body works right or appropriately, you're going to release insulin to keep your blood sugar levels low or normal. And then when your blood sugar drops, you're immediately going to be hungry because you put out all that insulin from eating the carbs and the simple carbs. So not saying that you can't have carbs, you can. You just want to eat better carbs, like instead of the white stuff, the brown stuff, the wheat bread, the wheat pasta, the brown rice, the sweet potato, instead of the white stuff. You want to make sure you're limiting your carbohydrates. And a lot of women and men notice that they do better if they do their carbohydrates earlier in the day and decrease their carbohydrates later in the day, so they can keep their insulin levels low. And your insulin levels being low makes it much easier to lose the weight. When your insulin levels are high, you don't burn as fat, and you are going to definitely notice a difference in your satiety, meaning the more sugars and carbs and simple sugars and carbs that you eat, the hungrier you tend to be. So to prevent the hunger and to help with weight management as we age and mature, making sure you do those frequent small meals, breakfast within the first hour, but really making sure you're getting plenty of protein in, plenty of fiber in. You're minimizing your carbohydrates. And when you do choose to eat them, you eat them earlier in the day, and you actually eat healthy carbohydrates with better glycemic index. So a lot of people say, well, you know what? I don't like water, but I drink Crystal Light or I drink some kind of fake sweetener. Well, that still affects your insulin levels, and that can affect your hunger and make it harder for you to lose the weight. So plenty of protein, healthy fiber, healthy fat, and then still some carbohydrates, but minimizing them. And then you can still do your healthy grains. And again, I do believe in the blood type diet. So go look up your blood type, see which foods tend to work better for you, try it out, see if it makes a difference with how you respond to food. But it does get harder to lose the weight as you age and mature. It's still possible to maintain a healthy weight. And with weight management comes exercise. So making sure you're doing plenty of resistance training so you can hold on to the muscle that you have. And of course, it's easier to hold on to muscle when your testosterone levels are balanced and optimal for you. So it is Dr. Mia at Me Bella Wellness Center, where we offer gynecology to women and adolescents, as well as all these wonderful total wellness solutions for both men and women. Our goal is to help you live well, age well, and experience everlasting intimacy. So make sure you join the Ageless, not Ageless, it's called, Ageless Bells and Bows with Dr. Mia and Joseph group, because that's where we're going to be doing most of our lives in the month of March. So make sure you join that group, because that's where we're going to build our community so we can have these conversations, give you this information, and continue to educate the community. All right. See y'all later. Love you guys. I hope you have a phenomenal rest of your day, and I hope you go do something to live well, age well, and experience everlasting intimacy.